Alright, we're here in round 2. It looks like we are on the play. This hand, a little tricky. We really need a mountain for this to work. If it does, if we get it, it's decent. We have 9 mountains in our deck. We have about 1 out of 4 chance. Little better than 1 out of 3.5. We really want it by our 3rd turn, so I think it's worth keeping. We don't have to play the devil on 2nd turn, but we certainly want to play the ringleader on 3rd. So we'll keep this, and I think we'll be able to draw a mountain. We won't mulligan. Okay. Okay, lucky us, we draw the mountain on the 1st turn, so we can just drop our devils. And we can get a pretty nasty combo going with the lookout on the devils very early on. If he has a Death's Wind, he has a Death's Wind. That's not... Okay, he has a Ghoul Flush. That's fine. Okay, so we're just going to throw the Latch Seeker out there. Next turn we look at it. We bind it with the lookout. Yeah, we have a lot of effective tech with this card. I actually didn't realize that. I think here we just drop the lookout anyway, even if he has a Death Wind or a trick. Soul mana with this guy. Alright, we'll draw a card. So the unfairness begins. Alright, he drops Barter and Blood, so the unfairness ends. Hopefully we can draw a land, just drop the Vanguard. Okay, we can just play the Malcontent and beat his face a bit. We don't really need to loot right now. We're fine as far as spells are concerned. Here he goes with a Shade. We don't really care about that card too much. Not really worrisome. Here we just drop the Vanguard. That's pretty simple play. Don't really have to swing it into him at all. And if he wants to devote his next turn just pupping the Shade, we don't mind at all. Alright, we have a Vanishment. Wasn't the first card we played, so we didn't lose the chance to miracle it. Well, technically we lost the chance anyway, but we don't need to miracle it. Another 5. Ooh. Alright, that's not that big of a deal. We're just gonna have to make him replay it next turn. Or we can actually just get rid of the Seclusion. Alright, we get a Spirit Away. So what's the best play here? He could swing for 5, Vanishment his Shade, but he could replace with another creature and still have this effect. I think really we just want to get to Spirit Away at this point. Try to take something strong that he might play. But he would just keep the Shade here at this point. I think we're just going to swing and Vanishment his Shade. That seems to be the most efficient, and we can't let him start gaining all this life right now. So we'll go with that plan. And we could possibly get ahead if on our next turn we draw a land, drop the Ringleader and the Malcontents. Okay, let's see if he wants to pump. He pumps once. Pumps twice. Hopefully he... Okay, so he may have a 3-drop in his hand, but we have to Vanishment this anyway. Okay, he didn't have anything. We didn't get a land, but we got malcontent, so we'll just play that after. No, we'll play that before we swing, actually. In case he has some kind of dirty trick. Yep. He does have a dirty trick. Deathwind on this character, nothing we can really do about that. I'll swing with these, well, with just the profit. Get him down to 10. I think we might be able to outrace him here with the damage we have in our hand. If we draw land next turn. Alright, we drew into a land. Our best play here might be to play the Lightning Prowess on our Mad Prophet, block with the Content, and then shoot it to keep him from gaining life, and play the Ringleader as well. I'm going to go with that, actually, because that seems the most efficient. That seems like the best play here. So we'll put Lightning Prowess on our Mad Prophet. We'll drop the Ringleader. And we'll keep him from gaining life. And if he doesn't swing, we just ping him, which is fine. Next turn, if we don't draw a land, we can discard whatever we draw to be able to play the Spirit away. And if he doesn't want to play a creature right now, well, that's on him. Okay, we block it like we said we were going to. He might pump it. He probably doesn't really have to, since it has Undying. He doesn't really have to waste the 2 mana. But let's see, he's going to go with it. He's going to do it, okay. That's a 6/4 now. He's going to keep pumping it. I don't think he realizes we can ping it, does he? No, he doesn't realize that. Alright, that's a great turn for us. It's exactly what we wanted. We ping our Content, he doesn't gain any life. And next turn we are going to do some damage to him. Okay, so at this point we just want to get rid of this because it's going to gain way too much life. Despite the fact that we don't really need a 1/1 Shade with Undying. We'll swing in for 6, and we put him at 4. And next turn we drop the Content for 3, putting him at 1, and then we ping him for the win. Alright, he gets +2/+2 in flying. Alright, I forgot about that effect too, so we're pretty set here. Even a Barter and Blood won't save him. Taskmaster, that's fine. 7/4 with lifelink. Intimidate, we don't care about that. Because it doesn't have haste, so we kill him right now. Alright, we drop the Malcontents. We do 3 to his dome. And we ping his face for the win. Alright, so we're able to get around Homicidal Seclusion. Looks like actually has a pretty good deck built around it. So that's a bit scary. I'm not sure what we could throw in there to thwart it, really. We're not going to splash green for a natural end. We don't really have all that much. I have a Thunderbolt for his 4/3, but that doesn't really seem efficient enough. He's not going to be playing a whole lot of creatures in his deck, so Geist Snatch could be playable, although I'm running 7 islands, and it's not really that reliable at this point. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not a lot I can throw in there against him. No, we're just gonna have to go with it as it is, and hopefully we can draw the kind of hands we just did to get around his very powerful enchantment. Okay, let's go to game 2. All right, we're not gonna mulligan this. It's fine enough. He chose to actually draw, which we don't really have a problem with. I guess he just wants to improve his chances to get the seclusion. All right. So we'll drop the lookout turn 3, and then drop the malcontent. I actually can stack it so I can draw a card when the malcontent comes into play. So I have a lot more tech than I actually realized in this deck. Assuming he doesn't have a Deathwind. Okay, he has a Ghoul Flesh, that's fine. We'll play the Lancer. Want to maximize the content when it comes into play. Although you could argue I should have played the malcontent first, since he has the Taskmaster in his deck. And if he plays it, I'll... Okay. I was gonna say I'd have egg on my face, but I don't. He's targeting me to draw 2. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I totally got confused about this card. I thought that was draw 2 and lose 2. So what are we gonna have to get rid of here? The Crippling Shield's gonna let us draw a card, and we're a little low on hand, so I think we need that. I think we're gonna have to let go of the Peel from Reality. The Malcontent right now we just need as a beater, so I think we're gonna have to let go of the Vanishment. We're gonna have to let go of the bounce because we need creatures to play, basically. And I totally misread another card. Okay, now hopefully he doesn't have his Barter in Blood, which would hurt us a whole lot. He's definitely got some card advantage in cards like Mental Agony and Barter in Blood. Yep, Barter in Blood. He's got 2 2-for-1s twice in a row. That's not good for us. Hopefully draw a land, play out the Vanguard. We at least get a card back while our card disadvantage. And we pass it up. At this point, if he drops a Seclusion and a creature, we're going to be hard pressed to win this, even with the chill in our hands. Yep, there's the Shade. Alright, now we just have to pray he doesn't have a Homicidal Seclusion. If he does, we at least have a turn or 2. If he doesn't, I feel a little better about our chances. That's fine. If he wants to swing at that, he can just swing with that. I don't mind that at all. He's a 4-drop. Another Barter in Blood. Huh. Well, he definitely has an intent with his deck. We're gonna have to chill that on his turn. Two Barter in Blood, a Mental Agony. He has a Deathwind. He has a Shade, a Taskmaster, and a Homicidal Seclusion. So he's got a pretty good deck there. Okay, we got a Malcontent, which is not going to do that much for us right now. We just have to drop the content here, although it's not really going to do anything at all. It can't swing past this because it can just pump, and it can't swing past this, so he could just regenerate. So I'm just going to leave it back for now. Let him swing at me for 4. I think we're going to lose this game, but let's let him play out his cards, see if we could get any more information for game 3. He's playing Centaurus as well. It's interesting. Okay, so he can kill us next turn. Unless we play the malcontents, which I guess we'll do just for the sake of possibly seeing one more card from him. He knows we have malcontents, so there's no trick there. Yep, he has two ghoul flashes. Okay, 2 ghoul flushes, 2 mental agonies. We have some pretty efficient removal against us. We don't have he has a good deck. I'm not crazy about our chances of winning the next game, although we could pull it out. Trying to see what we could have to minimize our losses from cards like Barter and Blood. We don't really have any Undying. Don't really have a way to protect any of our creatures. Maybe the Bladed Braces will protect a creature or two from Ghoul Flesh, which is fine, actually. That's okay. I think I'm going to take away the Peel from Reality and put in the Bladed Bracers. He doesn't really... There's not a lot of cases where I want to... Well, I guess there are cases when I want to balance my stuff because he has Barter and Blood and things like Deathwind. So it's gonna be a little tricky to see what we take out here. It's hard to take really any of this out for that stuff. For the bracers. Bracers is just not it's not a very good card. I just like it because of the fact he has 2 ghoul fleshes. But I just can't. I guess I still can't. Can I still validate playing it? No, it's gonna cost me 3 mana to put on a creature. By then he'll probably have played a ghoul flesh already. So I'm just gonna have to go with it as it is. We'll play first. This we're gonna have to throw back because it's simply not playable. We can't really do anything with it. This is more playable, although I would like a faster draw against him. But we don't really have the option of choosing that right now. Okay. He plays a Blood Artist. And we can play a Drake, which is fine at this point. Well, luckily his ghoul fleshes aren't, if he has any in his hand, are not that useful right now because we don't have anything that dies from it. Well, now we got something that can die from it, but I don't think it's reason enough not to play the Devil. So we could have Barter and Blood. I think we have to play the Devil out here, regardless of what we fall prey to here. Although he doesn't have really any threats, the only thing that would bother us is homicidal seclusion. I think we'll just pass. He's not threatening us with anything. We don't have to throw the devil out there. And he drops his shade. Now if he plays a Barter in Blood, he's going to undo all the damage we do to him. He's a very good deck. Mad Prophet. I think we're actually going to swing with that. Although we don't really need the devil right now, and I probably could use a card. Yeah, we're definitely going to play the Prophet. Just not sure what we're going to do with it. Yeah, I think we're going to swing into him. Despite the fact he has a lot of opportunities to gain a lot of life here. No, I think we're going to get rid of the devil and just swing with our Drake, actually. Devil's not going to be too great against him. Maybe that's the card I should have took out for the artifact, but it doesn't matter right now. Alright, well, if he has Barter in Blood, he would still just pump this once and... Yep, he has the Barter in Blood, it seems. Oh, okay. That's interesting. So he doesn't have Barter in Blood, he plays this instead. I have no problem getting rid of the devil. Just don't know what else I'd like to get rid of. I don't know if I should loot right now. I probably should... This is a little tough. I have 13 lands in there. I'm not going to want to get rid of a spell. I think I'm just going to get rid of the devil and the... Oh man, it's really tough, actually. I guess the Vanishment I don't really need right now. He doesn't have any flyers. And the Seclusion's not going to help him right now, so we'll just get rid of the Vanishment and the devil. And we'll take 2. Alright, this turn we'll drop the Vanguard. Nothing too great to steal from him anyway, so we'll just swing with both of these and drop the Vanguard. Alright, blocks with that. Yep, he's going to gain 1, lose it, so overall he's going to lose 1. And we'll drop the Vanguard, draw a card, and see if we could pull off any unfair things next turn with the Conscript. It'd be best if he drew a Taskmaster, I guess, this turn. That could be... Oh, Seclusion. That's bad for us. That's actually really bad for us. I think we'll just take the 4 and go down to whatever we go down to. Right? Yeah. I have to try to stay ahead here. Oh. So now it seems we're really going to need something to draw out of this. We can't race him. Even if we play the Conscript, deal 1 damage to him because it's no longer it's going to work with this. No, we have to draw out of this. Well, a Lighthouse is fine. That's going to help us draw out of it. I think we swing with the Scrap Skin here. Are we going to take this next turn? No, we're not, because he could actually he could threaten to kill us. So we'll attack with the Drake, and I think we're going to have to block with the Vanguard. We're gonna have to try to rip into a Vanishment or Spirit Away. To take control of this again. Luckily we have 2 mill effects. So we're going to look at some cards off the top. So we're going to lose one, he's going to... Oh, power! It's the power! I thought that was the number of creatures. Okay, that's pretty good. Not going to change the board all that much, but... Okay. Actually, there I should have Lighthouse first in case I draw Spirit Away. That was actually a mistake. Oh, it's another one. So if I draw Spirit Away here, I'm not going to feel too smart about myself. Guess I could use the blocker more than the land at this point. Oh, it drew the Peer from Reality. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do any conscript tech. I really just have to get rid of this card more than I need to. More than I need to try any tricks right now. What I could do is I could play the striker, double block him, force him to spend 4 mana. Would that be 4 mana? That would be 3 mana. And if he doesn't draw a land, he won't be able to replay the Shade. I think that's probably my best bet here. And I might have to just discard the conscript. I can't... It's not really going to do anything for me right now. I don't have any ways to sack creatures. Yeah, I think I want him to... But that's still chancy because I don't know if he's not going to draw a land. Because that play is based basically on him not drawing a land. He taps 3 mana to give it 5 toughness. And he doesn't play a land. And we at least get a turn to loot up and try to get our Spirit Away, basically. Or maybe our Crippling Chill to give us more time. But eventually we're going to have to get our Spirit Away. I'm going to go with that plan. It's a bit chancy at this point, but I don't see us having a whole lot of outs right now. If he plays a Ghoul Flesh on our striker, we can just bounce the striker and his Shade, which will buy us a turn. No, he did play the land, unfortunately. Okay, I don't know why it's jumping up and down like that. That's really strange. He pumped it up to 6. Wow, he's not playing very well. He's not playing well at all. That is just a bad move, my friend. Alright, let's see if we could take advantage of this. Do I bounce the Drake or the Shade? The striker. I think I just bounce the striker. It's gonna be cheaper for me to replay later, despite the fact that it could potentially do more damage. Alright, that was not a good play by him. It's gonna give us a chance to get out of this. I think we're just gonna drop the striker because we need answers right now. Having a good board's not gonna do as much as get rid of our mountain. Let's try this again. Oops. We'll try to mill again. That's not really going to do anything for us, unfortunately. I'm not going to play the mountain because we're going to need something to discard next turn. Although, we're going to need 7 mana to play the Spirit Away anyway. But we could get Vanishment or Crippling Chill. We're in a bad way here. very, very bad way. Yeah, we'll just pass. See what comes up next turn. We'll F6 because we have nothing to do right now. He'll drop a shade. Well, we got a potential win condition there, but we need something to deal with this shade right now. Why did I discard the land? Why did I do that? I discarded the land for some reason, even knowing that I was going to have to draw this to get out of it, so I made a mistake there. Something I could have done potentially is maybe steal this with conscript and then lightning prowess it, but he could just pump it in response, so that's not really. I think I'm just gonna have to drop the conscript and block with it, unfortunately. Although I could swing with this shade. There's no way for me to sack it or anything. So maybe I could trick him into pumping it if I leave a red open. That was a bad move by me. I should have let the prowess go. Okay, he lets me have it. Looks like he F6'd anyway. Alright, we'll F6 it up. If he has Deathwind here, it looks like we're going to lose. And I'm pretty sure he's going to pump this to holy hell. Because that's what he likes to do. He's going to gain a gajillion life, because that's fun. Yep. That is fun. Yep. You have a humongous creature, and you gain a gajillion life. Hopefully one of my top 2 cards is a land. It is. So, I don't know if this is going to be enough to get us out of this anyway. He could just play any creature, and it's going to be pretty boss on us. I don't need the lightning prowess at all. Do I? No. That's not going to do anything for me. Although I could get the lookout right now. No, I'm just gonna beat face right now. No, I actually think I have to get rid of the prowess. I need to draw into the vanishments and the crippling chill to have any chance to win this deck. Hopefully I could tempo him for 33 life. Not easy. Probably not even possible, but we'll go for it. He's going to play a Dreadslaver. Interesting. Okay, that has lifelink, and it's a 6/6. Alright, tap the private, we'll get rid of the prowess. That can help us. Okay, we got a card we can certainly use. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have enough to play the Stormkirk and the Crippling Chill. So we'll just swing with our flyers. We'll Crippling Chill him during his turn. If we draw a land, we'll Mad Prophet it away. So with Undying, I would get the Shade back, I believe. Alright, as much as we don't want to lose 2 life or the Lancer, we have to tap this anyway. Okay, guess we're going to have to let these go. I don't want to discard one of these and draw into a Vanishment or a... well, draw into a Vanishment. Okay, he's going to give that -1/-1 and make it black and red. He's going to do it twice. Wow. That's the card I really needed to get going to have a chance at this game, so things are not looking too great for us right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do this first since we'll discard that. That's perfectly fine. We'll swing for 7. Put this game somewhere back in reach. And he has no cards in his hand, so we're going to have him at 14 when he has the the Dreadslaver. Okay. Now we have swing for another 7. For upkeep, we could put this back on his library, but we actually don't want him to have this card. This is going to make it harder to race, so we're going to do it during his turn. Hopefully he draws a land or a spell that's not really useful. Yeah, I think we have to do that right now. We get him down to 7 again. Yeah, we have to bounce that during his turn. Hopefully there's a non-important card in his deck, in his hand right now. Barter and Blood would be tough. Alright, it looks like we might steal this actually. I'm gonna deal 7 here, and we're gonna be able to bounce 2 creatures next turn. Oops, don't need to. Alright, so it looks like his turn where he decided to pump his Shade a whole bunch instead of just being able to replay it. Might bite him. We certainly made a mistake with the discarding of the land instead of the prowess on the turn where we could have just played the Spirit away, but we might not pay for that one. Alright, he feels he got flooded, but that's the game. Alright, so I think he made a bunch of his mistakes with his Shade. He just should have made sure he could replay it. He wasn't in threat of really dying, gaining 6 or 7 life a turn. I think he just wanted to go crazy and draw and gain 12 life, which he did for a turn, so I guess he got to do what he wanted to do. So we're going to round 3, and we'll see you there.